This is another LEGO tutorial from JAYSTEPHER, and today we are actually going to put on a second floor of my new LEGO house. As you can tell, the LEGO house is actually done on the interior. It's kind of what it looks like. Now, one of the things we are going to start doing, and we're going to be putting a floor in the house, the second story floor. Several ways you can do this. One of the ways that usually the creator kits do is they just take some plates, set them on here as so, and how they do this is they come in and just take some strips, 1x plates, they stick it on the bottom, and then they just simply snap these pieces in place. Doesn't go anywhere. That's fun and dandy, but as you noticed, I got this nice black line that's going to show up, and even if I put a roof on here, you're still going to see it underneath somewhat, and I don't want to see that, especially if this is a two-story house, because on some of my walls you're going to see that. So how do we go about doing this? Well, we're going to start in the living room area first, because of course this is all going to be a lot easier doing it in this way. So where do I start? There's plenty of places to actually start on this. I'm going to start right here. So, how do I start this floor? Well, I'm just going to use some light gray plates, but I'm also going to be using some 2x plates around the edges of the walls. Why am I doing that? Because I don't want to see this line here, and I want to offset my floor inside my house. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come and start piecing together a floor system as so. Now, it's starting to look more like a floor. There we go. And you can see, well, why am I kind of doing that way? As I explained, it looks a lot more cleaner and more professional. And when you come around and start doing your pieces around your perimeter, you're just going to, some of these you'll have to guess at. See, I'm just setting these on top, and then I just simply grab more white pieces, or more base plates, I'm sorry. Piece this together. I left this spot out here for the fireplace chimney that's going to be going around there. Now, as you noticed on the side here, it's all white. Now, what do I do about in between the plates? Well, one of the things I like to do is I'm just going to stick some simple gray 1x plates through here. Let me get one here off of a project. Like so, and I like to offset it because I want to make this thing really strong. Okay. And then we're just going to take some of these plates right here, these 1x plates. I'm just going to use a 1x10 here. I'm going to stick it along the edge, because when we put our walls on there, I want it to be very level. So when we come around to the fireplace, there are several ways we can do this. Well, I want to make it finished off on the inside. So, and I want to make it still structure. But one of the things I will be doing is I'm just going to grab a few of these, stick them on like so, and start piecing this in. And you kind of get the general idea. So, let me get finished with the floor, and I'll show you how I'll walk you through the rest of it. Okay, as you notice, I've started part of my floor system and it's starting to look pretty good. Now, one of the things in my personal preferences is along the walls here. I like to put pieces underneath here, and that's what kind of looks like under the floor. And the reason why I do that, I mean, it's fine if you don't want to have little gaps there. I don't really like that. It just really looks like slop. It doesn't look good. So I'm just going to simply line this up with my walls here. And then it won't have that gap there. Now, in my creator houses, I like to have the things more finished off. So most likely I did it. And you could stick white pieces. If you're lucky to have a lot of white pieces, you can do that. I do not, so I'm going to be using gray. As you can see, I'm lining things up here with the walls to set over my thing, and you won't see there won't be any holes under there. So I'm going to continue with that, and I'm going to continue with the whole top of the floor and complete this and show you what it looks like when it's all finished. Okay, as you notice, I finished up the whole floor. It's done. Now the holes over here, these holes right here, it does look weird. This wasn't really planned, but I have to have clearance for the door. So that has to be put there. Now, as you notice, this thing just slides around, and I don't like that. That's just a bad way of doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these corners. That's what it looks like underneath. And one of the things I'm going to do, what you can do is I'm going to come in, since I already can put a 1x8 plate here, I'm going to snap it right here in the front like this. Put this corner here. Might just stick a piece here. Let me get a longer one. I need something more structure than this. So I'll stick something here, and you can go around the whole edge, but it'll be harder to lock the walls in. So you want to do something like this. Got a corner here, and here. Have a lot of corners. Now I'm going to stick the second floor on here, and I misplanned that. Sometimes you need a little bit of adjustment to get the pieces to fit right. But hey, it's Legos. Doesn't have to be perfect. There. And you got to fight it in there. And there, it doesn't move around. Now, like I was saying before, these holes right here are for the garage to clear the doors, because this was really badly planned. So I think it's still hitting something in there. So I mean, it's just going to take some time to get used to this. Oh, I see what it's hitting. It's hitting on the side here. So it's hitting this middle thing here is what it's hitting. I might take that out of there. That's fine. I think when I get the walls in there, it'll turn out better. So basically, that's how the floor looks on top of the house. Got the spot for the stairs. It's nice and smooth. You notice how I got the white pieces around the edges here. So there's basically a nice floor structure. It comes off real easy. That's what the smooth tiles are for. If you look underneath, it doesn't look any pretty underneath this. But it's just a makeshift floor. I mean, there's no other way. There's no custom base plate you can put on it. The only thing you can do is just, like I said, you take some plates and just fabricate a floor system together. There's those spots for the garage. There's a spot for the stairs and all that, so easily snaps back into place. Let's take a 3D rotation of the house to show you what it looks like. Here's the chimney. As you notice, you can still see down in the chimney hole. Let's look at the back side of the house. I got a lot of Legos falling off my counter here. Alright, let me get this camera off here. Nice patio. Nice covered patio, actually. With a smooth tile there and wrappers. There's that bay window I was telling you about. There's the garage. But as you notice, though, it's all white. And here's the garage. As you can see, this is the thing I had to tell you about. Some things just get misplanned in Legos. I have to have this hole here to clear it. What it doesn't make a difference is I'm going to use some roof tiles. Just tile over this part of the roof here. And eventually, maybe put a wall here or something. Something like that. So, that'll look good. It's actually turning out better than I thought. So there's the whole second story. I'm planning on putting right here, I think I'm going to put a balcony here. Maybe a bedroom here, maybe a bathroom over here somewhere. So, some parts coming along pretty good. Very straightforward. The next video I'm going to be doing the bathroom of the house. The second barrel will be a full bathroom. So, add, subscribe, and I'll keep you updated on that as well. I'll post that new video soon. Thanks for watching.